Introducing Silly Wonka, the off-brand Willy Wonka, but instead of making candies and chocolates that are bad for your health and may give you diabetes, has a more pharmaceutical interest in crack cocaine, black tar heroin, and the occasional Tylenol. His favorite color is white, and I won't sugarcoat anything because he is in fact racist. He exemplifies Modest Pelican's professional opinion of staying sufficiently hydrated at all times. As you can clearly see, he is also a professional parkour expert and dreams of one day taking over the city of Los Santos. Anyway, today's objective is to make money because I'm poor and so I'm capturing bounties for Mod. I love how this guy's in no hurry to get in my car after I just shot him in the kneecap and threatened him with his life, but whatever. I'm debating whether or not to drive him off a cliff. Driving through this tunnel reminded me of when I was a kid. My parents told me if I didn't hold my breath through the entirety of a tunnel, then I would drown. Lucky for me, this tunnel is short and I'm very fast. Anyway, I eventually delivered the bounty to Maud and was able to get the job done. It honestly was a good cash gain as I gained $10,000 as a reward. $10,000, one step closer to being able to own my own apartment in Los Santos. Then I got this email with this picture saying there was treasure here, and judging by the type of grass there is in the photo, I know exactly where to look. That, and also there's a giant yellow question mark on the map telling me where to go, which confirmed my suspicion. I got to the golf course and was driving my dirt bike around, finding where I should look for the thing, and then it hit me. The tree hit me. I hit the tree, whatever. Anyway, I get back on my bike and I find out where the treasure map picture was. But before doing anything, I get quickly hydrated as Papa Pelli would do, as staying hydrated on this mission is the number one most important thing. The treasure note reads, "Treasure tore our family apart. It ain't here no more. I moved it. You frickers will never find it." Judging by the type of paper it was and the handwriting, I knew exactly what region and who wrote it. That, and also there was another yellow spot on the map telling me where to go. I pull up and do what a good Boy Scout does, and I walk exactly off trail during a steep cliff, and let's just say I handled that parkour like an absolute boss, almost to the edge of death. It was crazy. Speaking of scouts, my scoutmaster is the one that wrote that note, and I know exactly where to find him in this cave, and it confirmed my suspicions. I didn't really want to see my scoutmaster like this, but I can tell that he had some fruit juice on his head. I recognized the fruit juice, and I knew exactly where to find it. That, and there was another yellow question mark leading me where to go. I pull up to the treasure ever so smoothly, being extra careful not to alert any pirates to my location as they'll likely want to steal the treasure. I find a shovel with the matching fruit juice on it that my scoutmaster had on his head, and this radio told me the next place to look. As this song was written under this tree, I saw that, and there was also another yellow question mark leading me to where to go. I find a shortcut and I execute it absolutely perfectly. Just kidding. I will go way short and I almost drown in the process. I yanked this old mom out of her van in order to go over and steal this quad from this guy. Yes, I get my second vehicle in the span of 30 seconds, but wait, there's more. I then pull up and hit the pole. Anyway, I stop in front of this guy who's got an absolute baller car that I want, and I'm definitely gonna keep it for myself. Anyway, he wants to fight, and so I pull out my pistol, threaten him, and he runs away like a little wussy. I find a tree with a little box that looks like a treasure chest, but it doesn't have anything in it. Me being the intellectual that I am, I know the box, and I know that there's another box that looks just like it, because why wouldn't there be? Anyway, I go to the spot that the treasure chest on the map tells me to go, and sure enough, I find its twin box, and inside of it is the missing revolver. Lucky for me, my cameraman also swam through the waves just to get this epic shot of me pulling the gun, and it looked pretty sick. Anyway, I completed more bounties to get more money, and then I decided to do the online games, got some kills, some victory royales, pocketing some quick change here and there, and then I also did this game mode, which I don't know what any of the game modes are called, but I got some epic victory royales too here, getting some clutch kills, and it was pretty awesome. However, it didn't last too long, but I still got some nice kills. I'm surprised I didn't die there. I thought I died there, but I just got epilepsy instead, and I ended up finishing off this round and getting the victory royale. It was crazy, but then we lost all the rest of the rounds. I got $8,000, quick money. Anyway, I steal this black van, which reminds me of a time I babysat. Some days I feel charitable and decide to do service. Today was one of those days, and I decided to babysit children free of charge to help relieve new parents of unnecessary stress. As the day went by, I picked up my fifth child in my Soccer Mountain van. Coincidentally, I received a local Amber Alert for some creep who owned the exact same car and had abducted 5 children. I was startled when I got ambushed by 5 police cruisers at the Wendy's drive-thru after ordering Frosties for the kids. In retrospect, I can see how they easily mistook me for their suspect, as we were both convicted felons. I'm just sad to know that there is likely someone out there who got away and is now dismembering 5 innocent kids in his basement. Anyway, I pull up to another bounty and challenge him to a noble match of the fists, and I kind of beat the living crap out of him, even though he was black. I mean, that might be the reason, because the guy's racist, right? Anyway, I stomp him in the foot, and I kick him one more time, and he's willing to go with me. So we get in the car. He also walks very slow, but he gets in the car pretty quickly. He proves to be pretty loyal, as the guy actually pulled up with me and helped me to commit Grand Theft Auto on another unsuspecting lady. I mean, who knew these NPC bounties could be so freaking loyal, am I right? Anyway, we find out that there's a guy with a briefcase that if I get it from him and keep it for the most time out of anyone in the lobby, that I'll win. I end up killing this absolute noob and getting the briefcase. I hold on to it for a while, and then the guy who I thought was so loyal just gets out of the car and is like, yeah, nah. And so, I had to do the right thing. Anyway, the kid who I took the briefcase from earlier ends up trying to kill me, and I only kill him like 1 or 7 or 8 more times anyway. So here's some clips of those sweet kills, just over and over and over again for several minutes until he finally gets the victory royale on me as I pull up to a stupid spot, but I still won because I held the briefcase for 9 of the 10 minutes and there was no way he was going to win anyway. One moment I'm buying my apartment, the next moment I'm trying to deliver the stolen car to Simon, and I get stuck for like a whole minute trying to get my car loose. I finally get it loose and deliver the car to him. Anyway, that was a fun story, pocketed some quick cash, but then the police must have heard about it because a chopper pulls up on me and I'm like, yeah, but it turns out to be these other players role playing as cops, and I'm like, well, dang. Anyway, I thought they were going to pull up on me and rocket launch me, but no, they actually brought out the whole shebang with all these different cars. I did what any intellectual gamer would do and did a pro gamer move, and I showed off my parkour and then pulled a sneaky on them. Anyway, look how sneaky I am as I run around these walls. Then I realize the chopper can see me, so I pull another sneaky. I thought I got away clean on this next one, but I guess they could have seen my top hat. I'm not really sure exactly. They might have wall hacks, if anything. But then I see this officer, and hot dang, dude, she looking fine. I quickly put away my weapon and think about a quick pickup line for this shoddy. Anyway, she goes all General Kenobi on me and is like, hello there. And I'm like, hello, officer. And she's like, you have to leave. This is private property. I said, shoddy looking thick with 2 C's. And I proceed to point at her primarily intensely and try and prove that thickness to her. She proceeds to point back, and I was like, dang, what a sign. Then I point at her thick boss over there who's walking towards me, and I was like, whoopsie, I just kind of made this awkward. Am I right or not? Anyway, I pull another sneaky to try and get out of this situation, but then the guy's like, yo, boy, I see you, come here. And then one thing leads to another, casual conversation, and he asks, did I sexually harass his officer, and I told him, yes, of course I did. She's looking thick. He proceeds to threaten me with his baton, but I am not scared. I decide to tell him and flatter him that he is very attractive himself. He then tells me he's not there to be my boyfriend, and then it became one of the most awkward moments of my life. The hot female officer proceeds to walk up with me, and then that happened. I don't know what exactly I did, but I proceeded to aggressively keep pointing at the female officer, trying to show her uh, mating dance, but it didn't seem to work, so I decided to cut my losses and walk away. I wanted to show them, as a last resort, my awesome parkour skills. They weren't impressed, so I just got in the back of the police cruiser. Like, police brutality, am I right? Anyway, I never saw what the inside of a police cruiser looks like until now, and it was kind of interesting. I feel bad for getting arrested, but I mean, that's what you get when you steal a car and deliver it. Anyway, I decide to take my chances, and eventually I make a daring attempt for an escape and die immediately because I'm dumb like that. Pro gamer move, am I right? So I try and get away to ammunition, but they shot out my tires. I mean, these cops really proved what they were doing. I mean, these role players know exactly how to go. Look at this. Like, they're professionals. Anyway, I do what I can, and I try and get inside ammunition because I know the guy's going to protect me with his gun, but I get shot just as I'm going around the corner. So close, am I right? Then, anyway, I try and make a daring escape again, and one thing leads to another, and I try and shoot out the helicopter guy. He smart ducks away, and I try and get away myself, and end up getting dome pieced again, and again, and again, until finally I made it inside in just enough time that I was able to buy some pipe bombs, sneak around the corner while they assassinated good old fashioned Trader Joe, and I threw the pipe bomb, taking out the back police officer, and I made a daring, brave suicide bombing attempt and almost got away. Then I got confused at which officers were which, and blew up the good guys while I missed the bad guys and ended up getting dome pieced one more time. Then a guy with a flying motorbike came in later and killed me over and over and over again. And so I just had to do it. Thanks for watching.